This really didn't need a part. Hey, park. Yes, contest park. Yay. We're doing the contest park again. I know I didn't upload on the 4th, like I said, or the 5th. I was supposed to be doing daily uploads this month, and I missed those 2 days. I'm super sorry about that. I was totally busy. I was not home those days. I just really couldn't get to editing of this video. And now I finally can edit this video, so I'm sitting down, I'm recording it now, so you guys can see it. Anyways, we're in real time right now, and we're just panning around the park, and you guys can really see what I've built so far. And I add some new stuff. I add a log flume, I add some other stuff. Some of this stuff won't be in here, like the log flume, but you will see construction. Really, this episode is all about fixing up this steel coaster that we have right here. You can see the cave and stuff like that. But it's really, let me fix this terrain because this is bothering me. But it really is all about making this look nice. This coaster needs to be smooth because it's one of the big coasters other than the wooden, and the log flume travels right next to it, but it's okay. Let's just get right into the time lapse because I'm rambling and we need to just get the building. But this is the park. This is what we built last time. I hope you guys like it. Time-lapse time. Alright, now that it's time-lapse time, you guys will be seeing me time-lapse this time-lapse. Anyways, so you guys can see, right now I'm working on the coaster smoothing because I built this coaster and it is unsmooth. The dive loop just sucks. And everything else is smooth, but like the inside of the volcano dragon's layer just sucks. But anyway, I go back, I fix it up, I make the coaster look a little smoother, and you can see I'm just do my ride throughs real quick to make sure that the jolts and any jolts that are in the track are fixed and smoothed out. And so I was really trying to work on this initial because I wanted to make sure that the G's stayed low-ish. As long as they fit the criteria and it didn't go over, I was fine. I'm not really building coasters to be totally 100% realistic. I added trims because at some point in the ride it was just flipping in the cave too much. It was going at it too fast, so I slow it down just a little bit, but also just enough to make it out of the dragon's lair. Also, you can see the holes and stuff like that, but those will be patched up with terrain that are also lined out outside of the park. Since terrain can go outside, it just helps cover up some of these gaps and stuff like that. I just wanted to make sure that the coaster and everything else fits inside. So here you can see me building like a little small big square that I can use so I can easily place down this lava floor. And honestly, fastest way to do it. It was kind of leaning to one side, so I wanted to make sure it was flat and everything blended together nicely. But it ends up inside of this room. I added some lava sparks, lava particles, lava stuff, just to give it a little bit better look. Some flowing lava. I removed that because that looked ugly, but I do add like a little lava waterfall here. I think add something to it, and I just wanted this area to feel dangerous, like you're in a, I didn't want to build a dragon, but I wanted to make it feel like it was hot inside of here, and you are the dragon, so you're flying around, blah blah blah, and your layer, and then you come out, and then that's why I was gonna put a lava waterfall here. I thought that would have been cool, but I just couldn't get it to look right. Even without that support being there, it just wouldn't look right, so I just decided to get rid of it. But I do add 2 flames because I will build a house there. Not today, but I am going to build like a little structure, burning structure that shoots fire out when a car comes out. Then you can see at the top of these when the train wraps around this little area real quick, fire will burst out and it will make it look like you're setting things on fire. It's triggered effects. I make it look a little better. I removed the flamethrower because I felt like that was a little too much, but I do add the smaller fire particles and trigger them, which you can see me doing right now. Triggering all the effects, making sure they're all lined up, putting flamethrowers where they need to be, putting flamethrowers where they shouldn't be, you know, the normal. Anyways, so I'm really happy with how the coaster does come out. It is smooth enough, because this isn't a coaster contest, it's a park contest. So the coaster is decent enough, and it doesn't look like spaghetti. So I'm happy. I ended up really enjoying how everything does come out at the end. So yeah, especially that little drop down by the top spin. It just, at the end of this, it just looks so good, so nice. Anyways, so we're back inside, and I was panning around seeing what stuff, fixing up, errors in the smoothness of the coaster, and I was just trying to see what looked right. And so when I did that, I finally knew I needed to get to the drop down area by the top spin. So I wanted this wall to mimic the stone wall we have on the wooden coaster, concrete wall that we have on the wooden coaster. So I ended up going ahead and do that, and then I also add nets, because nets are cool, and add another food area. I think it's a food stall. Can't remember what I put there. A drink stall or something. Pizza. Yeah. I ended up putting something out there for guests to get food from and stuff like that, because the shop skins have to be in here, and I wanted it to feel like a park and have areas for you to stop and eat. It looks nice. That's what I'm gonna say. It looks nice. It came out decent. I added concrete at the back, but in the end, I'm happy, and that's what matters. That I'm happy that it looks good. I'm really like this roof because I reused the new roof that I designed. Not really designed, but the new roof that I constructed, the custom roof, is it's just you'll see it. I really like how it comes out. It looks really good, and it just it's the best. I reuse it in another structure in the park, not in the time lapse, but it was just so nice. Really like how the roof came out. Anyway, I copied this over and kind of put it into the building, give it a nice look, and just go back over the building with wood, giving it more depth, making sure it doesn't look blank on one side, which really is what matters at the end of the day. So I really go back over this area and make that straighten that up, but then go back through everything and tighten everything up. I also built a platform for this queue, which I really like. I'm probably gonna put like a little roof or something over here, but I wanted this to be elevated, and I think it looks so good, and I can't wait to finish building it because it just looked so good. I put another fence. Don't know how I like this fence. Let me know what you think about this fence. This fence could go and stay, but it has the net over top of the pathway. So I don't know. I didn't finish this fence because I wasn't sure if I liked it or not. But I like this fence. This fence works so well with this area. Like, I'm so serious. I really like it. It just looks great. Yeah, and then you can see me make a blueprint real quick, but this area turned out the best, okay? Well, one of the best. It looks so good, at certain times, the light hits it right, it just looks, chef's kiss. It's just so perfect. And then I just, tighten up the holes and stuff like that, things that need to be tightened up. And I go ahead and put some terrain paint, some rocks, neaten this area to add some texture. My favorite bush in the game. Don't get mad at me. That is actually one of my favorite bushes in the game because it just looks so good under a roller coaster. I mean, it's dead, I know, but like when you put it under a roller coaster and some terrain paint, it just looks great. It looks like it belongs, and it looks like the coaster was really there and real and tangible. I don't know. It just makes the ride look even better. So I also later removed the pathway from that. You'll see once I copy it over. I'll show you. I'm about to make another blueprint real quick. So when I move this path that connects this to the other side, this area to the other side, I actually do remove the connection because I wanted them to walk in the area that we just completed. They were skipping out. They were using this pathway to get to the other side. And I was like, nah, I really want them to walk around, and I want the park to feel live. And here you go. I wanted them to walk on this area. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the cinematics, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And see you guys next time. Peace.